Hello guys, welcome back to What's Trending Crypto. To find out about future update on trends, make sure to hit the subscription notifications bell. Okay. Let's talk about what's trending today.
XRP former SEC exec is very sympathetic to Ripple's fair notice argument. In a recent interview, Joseph A. Hall, a former executive at the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, talked about his former employer's lawsuit against Ripple Labs. Hall has been partner in U.S. law firm Davis Polk since September 2005. Before that, between October 2003 and June 2005, he was working at the SEC, where he ultimately served as managing executive for policy under Chairman William H. Donaldson, where he assisted the chairman in directing the commission's policymaking and enforcement activities. In an article for Law 360 published on January 25, 2021, Hall attempted to explain why the SEC's enforcement action against Ripple over XRP showed the need for much more regulatory clarity on crypto assets. As you may remember, on December 22, 2020, the SEC announced that it had filed an action against Ripple Labs Incorporated and two of its executives, who are also significant security holders, alleging that they raised over $1.3 billion through an unregistered, ongoing digital asset securities offering. In this article, Hall explained how inadequate the SEC's Howey test is for deciding whether a particular cryptoasset is a security. Imagine trying to explain what an iPhone is in language your great-grandfather would have understood just after World War II. That's how easy it is to predict which digital assets are securities under the post-war Howey test. He then argued that this lack of regulatory clarity significantly hurts the development of blockchain technology in the U.S. It's difficult to overstate the impact this uncertainty has on the development of blockchain technology in the U.S. Outside the venture capital community, corporations, major investors and banks are understandably skittish about risking serious sums of money on technologies their lawyers can't assure them comply with law, even when a technology holds the potential to improve the efficiency of managing vast amounts of data across countless industries, or the potential for frictionless, inexpensive transfers of value over smartphones and other widespread consumer tools. As for the SEC's lawsuit against Ripple over the sale of XRP tokens, Hall said that after William Hinman's speech at the Yahoo Finance All Markets Summit in June 2018, where he said that Ethereum, ETH, might have been born a security, but later morphed into a non-security, it was a fair bet that XRP would get the same treatment, i.e. maybe there were some issues with early sales of XRP, but at this point surely XRP itself was in the clear. Hall argued that the SEC's decision to bring an enforcement action against Ripple Labs for ongoing sales of XRP is remarkable on several levels. The timing the day before Clayton stepped down suggests the possibility of a rift among the commissioners as opposed to a case everyone agreed had to be brought immediately in order to avert looming investor harm. Whatever one's views on the merits, before news of the SEC's intentions broke, XRP traded with a market cap in the $25 billion to $30 billion range, meaning that any precipitous action by the SEC would surely result in heavy investor losses. Why on earth did the agency bring a case that was considerably less a slam dunk than its previous crypto enforcement actions? On February 22, as reported by the Daily Hodl, during an interview on the Thinking Crypto YouTube channel, Hall shared his latest thoughts on the SEC's lawsuit against Ripple. Here are a few highlights from his comments about the SEC, Ripple, and XRP. The current U.S. securities laws, which date back to 1934, do not do a good job of regulating cryptoassets since they were not designed with crypto in mind. If a token is declared to be not a security, then there is no investor protection whatsoever, and if it is declared to be a security, then it is regulated out of existence. Therefore, U.S. Congress need to step in to create a different regulatory structure for crypto. As for the SEC's lawsuit against Ripple, Hall said that he is very sympathetic to Ripple's fair notice argument since the Ripple network was operating for years before the last-minute filing of a lawsuit against them. Hall believes that the SEC's entire regulatory project could be basically shut down if they lose on the merits here, and he still thinks there's a pretty good chance that they will lose on the merits. Hall does not expect a tidy resolution of this case over the course of this year, even though settlement is always a possibility. Let's talk about the Complete Guide to Crypto Gaming Tokens. Written by Simon, a crypto analyst from Footprint Analytics, focus on blockchain data such as DeFi, NFT, GameFi. Data source is Footprint Analytics. Although gaming is the first part of GameFi, finance is the main reason for its rapid growth. GameFi is still in the early stages of growth, and games within that space are far less developed than traditional ones. The main source of profit for players in the game is non-fungible token (NFT) trading, as well as mining and trading of gaming tokens. Therefore, it is important for players to understand the economic model of these tokens. The economic model of tokens. GameFi tokens link the game, NFTs, and financial attributes. A sustainable, fair, and attractive token model will have a significant impact on the game. The current token model in the game is mainly divided into single token and multi-token economies. 1. Single token. The single token economy model uses one token for all things related to the platform, such as in-game activities, project governance, and transactions in the secondary market. The advantage is that the model is simple. Players only need to obtain one token to experience the game, which facilitates player transactions and reduces the difficulty of resource integration. The disadvantage is also obvious, because the token used is also an asset that the player wants to hold to increase its value. The player's willingness to hold it contradicts the game's setting of having to consume tokens in order to advance. Players can easily be affected by fluctuations in the token's price. When its price is too low, players will likely lose some of their interest in playing the game because of its lack of potential profitability. When the price is high, players will lose their assets by taking advantage of the high-value token. In addition, if a project adopts a model of constantly issuing additional tokens, inflation will be a result. Since the single token model can easily affect the token's ecosystem, more game projects prefer to adopt a multi-token model. 2. Multi-token. Games with multiple tokens generally separate between platform governance tokens and tokens circulating within the game's ecosystem. The platform governance token is mainly used to encourage players to contribute to community governance and thus increase the recognition of the platform value. The tokens used in the game is mainly used for in-game tasks, trading, daily quests, level ups, etc. There is usually no maximum issuance amount set, and some of them do not even need to be virtual currencies of blockchain and are often not traded on secondary markets. The multi-token model has various forms according to different games, and also has obvious advantages and disadvantages compared to the single token model. The main advantage is the stabilization of the economic system in the game. The model allows players to play without being affected by the main token's fluctuating price. The separation of in-game tokens also allows developers to adjust the economic model of different tokens flexibly. The disadvantage is that it increases the integration difficulty for the gamers and the learning difficulty for the players. The top-ranked games using the single token model are mostly focused on the metaverse concept of purchasing land. For example, Decentraland's token mana can be used to buy land and goods and services in the virtual world. In the sandbox, sand is used to be the basis token of transactions and interactions, which players can use sand to buy, rent, hire, vote, stake, etc. The ILV can be used in addition to the in-game activities and can also be staked to rewards in the pool, as well as participating in governance. Other projects mostly use multi-token models. For example, in DeFi Kingdoms, Jewel is the main token used to buy heroes and props, and XJewel is used for governance after staking. DFKTEARS is the token used to summon heroes in the game. In Axie Infinity, AXS are governance tokens that can also be staked for rewards, and SLPs can be earned through battles in the game, where players can burn them to breed their own unique Axie. Key economic aspects of GameFi. It is also important to understand the economic system within a GameFi project. A token can be evaluated using the following points. 1. Issuance and burning mechanism. A reasonable and limited issuance size can prevent token inflation, while an unlimited economic model may cause token devaluation and make players lose confidence in holding them for a long time. Destruction mechanisms also play an important role in preventing inflation, and active burn mechanisms can help stabilize prices. For example, on February 4, 2022, Axie Infinity announced that it would no longer issue SLP token rewards in daily quests and adventure mode, and added more SLP burn mechanisms, including special cosmetics and skins, upgraded Axie body parts, in-game emojis, Axie naming, etc.
Thank you for your time, and make sure hit the subscribe button for future update on what's trending.